how to make your water filters last longer. Most people replace their water filters too early or way too late because they misunderstand what actually kills them, and it's usually too late. And here's the most surprising part. Most filters don't wear out randomly. They get destroyed by a few early predictable system problems. So in this video, I'm going to show you what actually determines filter lifespan, the real reasons filters fail early, and the simple fixes that can dramatically extend usable life without sacrificing water quality. By the end, you'll know what maintenance actually matters, what warning signs to watch for, and how to tell if a filter is truly done or if something else is the real problem. Section 1. What actually determines filter life? First, filter lifespan. It's not random, and it's not just about buying an expensive cartridge. Filter life really comes down to these three things: what's in your water, how fast the water flows, and how protected the water filter is. Manufacturers rate filters under ideal lab conditions. Clean water, controlled flow, no surprises. Real homes, totally different story. We test water samples that look like this all the time. But believe it or not, some of the samples that we get that look like this are much harder to treat. Things like sediment, iron, pressure spikes, and heavy chlorine load can overwhelm filters long before its advertised lifespan. So when someone says, my filter only lasted half as long as it should, it's usually not bad luck, it's usually a system issue. And once you understand that, you stop guessing and start controlling filter performance. Section 2. What actually kills filters early? Here are the biggest real-world filter killers we see. Sediment overload. Sand, rust, or silt clog filters really fast. When sediment isn't handled properly upstream, everything downstream suffers. This is a really basic sediment filter that we sell. We sell different sizes and different micron ratings. And if you have the wrong sediment filter in the wrong place, or the wrong sediment filter for the amount of sediment you have, it's gonna screw things up right away. Your flow is gonna drop immediately, and you could tear through these really, really quickly. There's different solutions. We help customers all the time figure out whether they need a different type of spin down filter before something like this. We help them decide which micron level filter they need. So there's a lot that goes into deciding which sediment filter you need. If you have a lot of sediment in your water, you should check out our video on the cheapest way to remove dirt from well or lake water. Number 2, pressure problems. High pressure or pressure spikes compact media and stress housings. That reduces performance and shortens life. Number 3, poor system staging. If the filters aren't installed in the right order, sensitive media gets overwhelmed, carbon filters like this one can get clogged, and RO membranes like this one can fail. It's a huge problem. It's not surprising when we see a DIY homeowner make the mistake of having the filters in the wrong order. I would make the same mistake if I wasn't in the water industry, but you'd be shocked by how often we see water companies or plumbers that also make this mistake. I use the saying, you don't mop the floor before you sweep it. That kind of helps you understand the importance of having things in the right order. So each stage protects the next one. Here at the Water eStore, we always consult with our customers to make sure they have all the correct equipment for their household and have everything in the right order. Number 4, iron or hardness fouling. Minerals can coat filter surfaces and block effective filtration. None of these mean your filter is bad, they just mean that your system needs better protection. And fixing those issues often makes the biggest difference in the usable lifespan. Section 3, maintenance that actually matters. Let's talk about maintenance. And I want to be clear, you don't extend chemical capacity by cleaning filters. You extend usable performance by protecting them. The 3 main maintenance habits that actually matter are: always depressurize before opening. It prevents internal damage and seal stress. So on this UV system next to me, you would want to make sure that you depressurize it before unscrewing these filter housings. Inspect and lubricate the O-rings. A dry or damaged O-ring can cause leaks and pressure problems. I'll add one more thing onto that. There's O-rings around the tops of both of these, and there's all sorts of different housing units. You should check your O-ring even if your unit is brand new and you just bought it. We've seen manufacturer defects or things happening in shipping or handling. So always make sure your O-rings are in really nice shape. It's a cheap fix for a huge problem if there's damage. Next, check the housings for sediment buildup. Dirty housings accelerate clogging. And avoid this mistake, rushing filter swaps without inspecting the system. Every filter change is a chance to spot problems early. That's what keeps systems running longer, not gimmicks or shortcuts. So it's just always smart to have a once-over, make sure there's no leaks or odd things going on. Often we have customers, they take a picture of something, they send us an email just to make sure everything's in order. Of course, our experts look at that, handle that type of question for free, and we help people all the time with that. Section 4, how to know when a filter's actually done. Different filters fail in different ways. Here's what to watch for. Sediment filters like this one, if they're clogged, will cause a pressure drop. You'll notice your water's coming much slower out of your faucet, which makes sense. If this is all clogged up and gunked up with dirt, then less water can pass through. With carbon filters, you'll be able to tell that they're done with their useful life when maybe some odor or chlorine smell starts coming through. RO membranes. The easiest way to tell if an RO membrane is failing is the TDS slowly rising. And you can buy a cheap TDS meter like this one on Amazon. Probably every Home Depot or Lowe's sells them. I wouldn't expect that these cost more than $10. So that's a really easy way to check to make sure your RO system is still working as you'd like it to. Special media cartridges. So this is a tannin media filter. You can kind of see the media in there. These will just show performance changes. If performance is stable, the filter's doing a good job. If you see warning signs, that's your signal. So in this case, this is a tannin filter. So that kind of tannins make water kind of a tea colored. It's from organics breaking down. You run it through a filter like this, it'll clean it up. And what do you know? The second you start seeing kind of a tea color in your water again, you'll know that it's time to change this type of filter. Extending filter life does not mean pushing past safe limits. It means preventing early failure while replacing filters when performance actually changes. That's the balance. Section 5, a quick homeowner system check. If you want a fast system check, look for pressure changes, taste and smell differences, visible sediment, leaks or housing wear, or reverse osmosis TDS creeping upward. These clues tell you far more than a calendar ever will. Protecting your filters doesn't mean ignoring replacement schedules. It means preventing avoidable early failure while still respecting performance limits. That's how you maintain both water quality and system longevity. Here at the Water eStore, we offer discounted subscriptions to all our filters so that our customers can get the filters they need automatically shipped to them exactly when they need them, which keeps their systems running smoothly. Now that you know how to protect your water filters, the next step is making sure your system itself matches your water needs, because even perfect maintenance won't save a system that's wrong for your conditions. That's why we test all of our customers' water and make recommendations specifically based on their household needs. If you're interested in getting your water tested, you can order one of our water test kits. I'll put a link in the description below. We'll mail you the test kit with a prepaid return label so you can just fill up the bottle, put it back in the box, apply the return label, and give it to your mailman. See you next time.